My name is Jenna Johnson, and I am a first year student at Mansfield University in the nursing program. Today's topic I'm going to be discussing does not directly relate to my major, but does not get talked about enough among the horse community. I've been riding, showing, and working with horses for about 14 years now, so today I'm just going to touch on this topic a little bit. The equine herpes virus, also known as EHV, is a DNA virus that occurs globally in many horses. This virus has been around since about the early 1930s. There are nine total types of EHV, but today I'm going to slightly touch on the three types that pose the biggest threat to the equine community. These are types 1, 3, and 4. The three main types primarily cause respiratory diseases, and in type 3, it can cause sores and rashes through breeding. And in type 4, it can sometimes cause abortion in pregnant mares as well. Some signs that you want to look out for are fever, head tilt, abortion in pregnant mares, nasal discharge, coughing, or if they're lying down and not able to get up on their own. Preventing AHV is not as complicated as someone might think, just because these are preventions that should be taken into consideration in general and not just to prevent this disease. If you take your horse out of the state or country, or if you get a new one, you want to isolate them or quarantine them for about 21 days just to make sure that everything is okay with them. Um, Extra precaution, you could vaccinate them or just your simple good hygiene and biosecurity. You'll want to clean and disinfect your water buckets and your feed buckets. Don't share your water buckets. Don't share your feed buckets. Don't let another rider use your bit and bridle. Don't let somebody use your brushes. Just disinfect everything and don't share your stuff. Now, the next question is, if my horse does get EHV, how do I treat it? What do I do? What are the next steps? Um, in more simple cases, you could simply just go with the intravenous fluids or the IV hydration and stuff like that, or anti-inflammatory meds to reduce the fevers. Or in more severe cases, more serious cases, your horse may need to be hospitalized with more intensive care. One of the most recent cases that we have came across was in the beginning of November of 2025. There was a recorded breakout of the EHV1 in Waco, Texas, and it was at the World Champion Barrel Racing Finals. And as of December of 2025, there were 60 confirmed cases in the US, now most of them being cured. Um, and with this being a global issue, there were many cases across the world too in other countries like Spain, Belgium, Denmark, Italy, France, Sweden, Switzerland, and Slovakia. And in total, there were about 18 deaths of equine in these other countries. Um, and in Germany and the Netherlands, there were 25 horses reported with signs. And in Sweden, there were again 69 outbreaks with abortions and 21 outbreaks with neurological cases of EHV. And to touch on the global perspective of this topic, how has the EHV been handled by foreign governments and the international organizations? They require mandatory testing for new horses on any new sites. There is now a health tracking app that can track status and temperature of all these horses, and the more strict biosecurity by applying a 3-week quarantine for new horses on any new sites. And what kind of people handle EHV? The Internation Federation for Equestrian Sports is one of Spain's um, ways of handling it, called FEI for short. And the national federations is in Spain, Germany, and France. And again, all the vets, teams, and any person who's an expert in the equine world and in the vet world, which there's those people all over the place. So And these are all of my sources for all the topics that I added into my presentation. And thank you guys for listening.